Hello, hello. Let me see if everything is working properly. Looks like it should be. It looks like I have a pretty decent uh internet connection as well. If you are here, say hello. I'm about to pull up my chat so I can see. How has the front end of the week been for you? Like I said, as I'm getting everything prepped here, take me a moment. Oh, this is brighter than usual. Well, let me change that. What's up, Daryl? Thanks for stopping in. Uh, how are you? I'm good. I had a interesting morning with the kiddo. I have a 12-year-old son, and it was a morning, that's for sure, but definitely better now. How about you? Also, anyone who is in here, please feel free to comment and say hello, like, and share. I invite you to do all of the above and also understand if you are not interested in talking, but that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And that's why I do my lives, because I like to interact as much as possible. I honestly not even sure how many people will be here because um I'm not very good at what is it, promoting these, but really honestly, talk time Tuesday is my goal, is to have it at noon Eastern every week on Tuesday. I also plan to do 2 to 3 lives throughout the week, but the Tuesday talk times will be as consistent as possible, and I will get better about making sure to you know, let people know more than a few hours ahead of time. George Johnson says, "Hi, I'm here, but working on something else right now. Website updates. I'll listen while I do, though." Awesome. Thank you for hopping in the comment and let me know. And hope you're having a good day. Thanks for being here. Good, thanks. It's late afternoon here in the UK. So yeah, I think what is it, like 5 in the afternoon, or is it? I'm trying to keep up on the different time differences. Let's see. I might only be on here. A lot of times I try to do like 2 hours. I might only do 1 hour today because I got to the studio way later than planned. But Tommy, how's it going? Hi from Mr. Moonshine. Nice to see you. Nice to see you as well. Thanks for being here. Ugh, my glasses are like, it's just a day. Well, my glasses I think are always crooked, actually, now that I think of it, but also because of how I wear them with the headphones. All right, 17. I'm 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 beginning to figure out the different time differences. Woohoo! I'm it's it's getting there. I am such a night owl. I would love to come on, and I probably will. I'll do like 8 p.m. Lives every so often. I plan to, for those of who are closer in time zone as me and who might be night owls. Um, because that's when I have a lot of energy. That's a lot of times. I mean, it depends on when I do my reaction, like recordings. Like this week, most of my reactions are done around this time of day because my kiddo's in school right now. Man, my internet's being lame. As long as y'all can hear me, that's what I care about. But let me know if one, if everything sounds okay, and two, just out of curiosity, is the video wonky, wacky? I had like really good connection when I first started. Jenny Knoppers. Hello, all. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hello. Thank you for being here, Jenny. Tommy says everything is good. Excellent. I am glad. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Daryl says you've reacted to a few of my favorite bands the past few days. Quite enjoying them. I'm glad you are. I've seen your messages or your comments too. Thank you for the likes and the comments. I mean, I got Nightwish love from here for me. Jenny says, any Nightwish love here? I'm part of the Nightwish army, of course. I'm trying to think of what my next video will be. Honestly, I do not have anything like recorded ahead of time. Right now, I did last week, but I'm trying to be more consistent. Anyhow, not exactly sure what my next few videos will be, but I'm going to attempt to do Nightwish, AJ, and Ren weekly. And then I have tons of others that I like. I know Falling in Reverse, I want to probably do like at least minimum twice a month, but spread them out a little bit unless they have new stuff. I know there's got to be a new something coming for Falling in Reverse soon. Also, I'm going to digress on that for a moment and pout a little. Because I'm in Ohio, and today Disturbed and Falling in Reverse are in Toledo, which is not super far from me. But I have my kiddo today, and just don't have the finances really either. So I gotta mom mode it up and deal with it that I can't go to the concert. I have yet to see Falling in Reverse live. Disturbed I've seen live, and they're amazing. Disturbed I've seen live, and they're amazing. But I have not seen Falling in Reverse. Tommy says, what AJ song next? Well, I want to say Unchained Melody. That's what's been on my mind for the next one. Thoughts on that, Tommy? I mean, that is probably one of the top most suggested. Daryl says, the only singer I wasn't keen on was Annette, Tara, and Floor for me. Jinx, you've not heard Tara, have you? I don't believe so. However, if you saw my first reaction to them, I talked about how I knew of Nightwish when I was in college, which would have been when Tara was the singer. Again, I only knew of them, and I know that I had listened very, very sparingly because of a few friends that listened to him at the time. So I probably actually did hear Tara, I just didn't know. But not recently. And I feel like and I'm not sure if this is the case, but from reading comments, I feel like that is a general consensus. Like Tara and Floor, awesome, and that meh. Again, I don't know. I just know I love Floor, so Alistair. Hi from Scotland. Have you thought about reacting to any Japanese all-female rock and metal bands? They'll blow your mind. I know that I have some on my list of possibilities. George says Angelina Unchained Melody is spectacular. If you haven't reacted to it yet, she's a singer's singer, of course. I have not reacted, and that I'm thinking we'll probably. Oh, Tommy says, okay, that's a great one. And earlier, George, I had said about that being, the next one. So that's going to be my next AJ, and the next AJ reaction will come out either Saturday or Sunday. So it's going to be I will be ending the weeks with her stuff. So either on Saturday or Sunday, depending on what my schedule's like. Daryl says Phantom of the Opera is a great one for Tara. It was Tara and Marco doing a duo. Ooh, that sounds pretty. I love Phantom of the Opera. I have had that one requested a lot. I need to look through Gabriel's list too. I want to see how he has stuff listed. But honestly, with Nightwish at this point, I think I might just, because I'm loving this Wacken concert, I think I might just go and order until I'm done with that, because I want to see the whole thing, and why not react to it while I'm at it. So I think that honestly, for right now, that's going to be my Nightwish focus for the reaction videos. Excuse me. I will probably be periodically having my caffeine. I do not have my ADD meds in my system today, so that should be interesting. But the triple espresso with some almond milk helps. All right, I hope I'm saying your name right. Alistair. I might just call you AM for my sanity. I'd start with Love Bites, Nemophila, Bandmaid, which I've heard of. I heard of Love Bites and Bandmaid. Got Gacharic Spin. If you do decide to do them, and yes, I'd work your way through Bakken. Yeah, I think that's what it's so much fun. So much fun. And I just look at that crowd of 82,000 humans and think, shit, I wish I was there. Alistair? Okay, cool. It's a pretty name. I made a weird noise. Thank you for confirming. So does, but yeah, so yeah, Nightwish, and in regards to the Japanese bands, I've heard of 2 of the 4 of those for sure, and probably people have named off all of those. I mean, the list of different bands and artists is wild, and I haven't even organized it yet. Bandmade Domination has to be the live video, though, says Roger Chance. Noted. And I think I've seen that in the comments. Maybe from you, Roger. I don't know. Hard to keep track. I'm looking at the stats. Like last week, because I don't have stats from, immediate stats. Well, easily accessible stats to figure. But when I look at um, the weekly recap, it's wild, y'all. Let's see. We've got apparently last week, which would have been January 29th, February 4. Actually, this is brand new. I have not seen this weekly update. So let's go through this. This is actually, yeah, brand new. Well, I guess, I don't know. Anyhow, 20,000.8 people tuned in. What? I, within the week, got 456 new subscribers. What? Nightwish in the top two of like out of 3 spots, and then Angelina for last week. I got 4,127 likes, 36 shares. Thank you all. And 430 comments this past week. So I read them all. I just, whether or not I actually, one, retain the information that I've read. And obviously I can't reply to all of that, but it just, the growth and the engagement, the growth of the channel and the engagement within the community is just, I've said it in every probably video, if not every reaction video, definitely live. It just blows my mind. I can't thank you all enough. Cannot thank you all enough. It's been, it has been awesome watching the progress. And it's awesome to know that I have such cool humans interacting. Roger, probably me. I've introduced them to over 25 reaction channels so far. I love it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were the first one to send a comment about. The whole reason I started reading off those stats was to be like, let's see how many comments were on the most recent weekly recap, and there was 430 for last week. And I think there was, actually, I'm curious what the week before was. I think it was even more the week before. Oh, it doesn't show anymore. It is nuts. In January, 104. There was basically 114,000 views in January. Like, what? Roger says you might also want to check out The Warning. They have a large following. They are on my list, and I think I'm going to be doing them this week. I think I'll have one reaction to them this week. I've had many suggestions, one just for them in general, and I'd have to look through the comments or ask as to if there's a specific, I'd have to look to see what is most kind of requested from them or suggested. Daryl says, at Roger, TWA, The Warning are huge, second only to the Nightwish Army. Really? So TWA, is that The Warning Army? The Nightwish Army, you guys. Oh. Y'all are amazing. Like, blow my mind. Amazing. The first Nightwish video that I did now has probably 28,000 views. top. Oh, no, not quite. I got a little ahead of myself. We're at 26,000. Just over 26,000 views in 18 days. And then y'all went and blew it up when I did in the first few days of Dark Chest of Wonders, which was my third Nightwish reaction. It immediately blew up, and within like what was it? Let's see. I uploaded it at 2:52 on the 3rd p.m. my time. And then like within an hour there was almost 1,000 views. And then within 3 hours there was 2,500 views. I mean, it was just like non-stop growth, like non-stop like views. Renny up. I'm gonna call you Rent for now, at least, or Rent. Yeah, Ren. I don't know. I'm gonna call this human Ren, or not Ren, Rent, for my purposes of ADHD brain. And then Beth Hart, I am the war. Sorry, ADD majorly. I do not have my meds in my system today. The caffeine's supposed to help, and it's obviously not fully. So, what am I doing? Let's see. You'll like the warning, I bet. And then Beth Hart, I am the one. Live at Paradiso. Paradise? Live at Paradiso. Roger says, you add in Bandmaid, Love Bites, Nemophilia, and Hanabi, and you'll get a ton of new subs. Yes, noted. I already have, yes, Love Bites is on my list too. So I'll be adding, I think, Nemophilia too. I have a lot of organizing to do, which I should probably do when I'm like at home with the kid and he's just doing his thing. NF is also probably one that I'll do this week. Okay, what's up? Hi, I'm late. Like I've said, there is no such thing as late. Not here, not in this space. Roger, my last recommendation. I'm glad you're here. Sorry. Meant to say that first. Thanks for being here. As per usual. Roger, my last recommendation for Bandmaid got 8,000 views in 24 hours. Nightwish, y'all blew my mind. The Nightwish army, I guess. Well, they blew my mind, but the army is just, y'all are amazing. Daryl says, if you want a really good response to the warning now, the best one to look at is Sick, the latest single release on Friday. I've responded to 120 plus reactions in the past few days. I'm on the Warning Patreon and Discord. Okay. So the Sick was released last Friday. Is that what you're saying? Hell, I might do that today. Alistair says, Star. Star. ADD is taken over, so bear with me. By the way, do the Japanese bands live? Roger says night is amazing. So really we did them live. What if I don't want to? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'll do a live reaction to them. What if I am very critical. We just happen to have amazing live humans that I've reacted to. I'm just saying. Don't forget baby metal. That'll push up your figures too. Yeah, oh, there's so many. So many to choose from. I need a new notebook. I need a fresh notebook. And yes, I write things down. I am I am all about tech, but for some reason certain things I have to write down. And I still want to make freaking wheels. Wheels of artists or wheels of like artists' songs, like a Ren wheel, a Nightwish wheel. Although Nightwish, I know I'm going through Vakken until I'm done with that. Um, and then like a wheel of different artists to just have the wheel make my decision for me. That's one thing I still want to do, have not done yet. Yay, ADD and procrastination. Baby metal. I know I've written them down. I'm writing them down again though. Oh, the big push. Ren's band, that's on the list. Penatox, home free voice play on the list. Yame is on the list. Ivor, I believe. Abel Pinto or Pinto. A Irion or Irion. I mean, the list is just seemingly never ending. It's fantastic. I have zero complaints. It's I like to say it's a good problem to have, but it's just not really a problem. But it's a challenge in a good way. Gay, we in the Nightwish Army are very loyal and very committed. Yes, you are, and I freaking love it. It makes my heart happy. Daryl, bandmate and the Warning are friends. They met up at one of the gigs they were on at the same time. It turned out they were both big fans of each other. That's awesome. Or Beth and Joe, I'd rather go blind, live in Amsterdam. Rent says. I'm also want to make it clear that any of these suggestions are going on a list that just means it's on a list for me to reference. Like I can in no way promise certain reactions to certain things at a certain time. I also have done some research because I was thinking about having like people on Patreon be able to pay for requests, but I don't even think I'm going to do that because I think it will get very overwhelming. So I think I'm going to do polls on the community page and YouTube and go that route if I come to a time when I'm like I don't know what to choose next. Um because it blows my mind. Like I don't know. I've done a little research on other reaction channels and how they handle certain things. And granted, they're bigger. They're like been around longer and have much bigger following. But I kind of want to prepare myself and the community for whatever happens. And I wouldn't want people to get used to being able to get first priority picks by purchasing like that. Um and then it just getting overwhelming. Does that make any sense? It's I have to confirm that because again my head's all over the place today. In not a horrible way, it's just how it is. Okay, I have a lot to catch up on, which is a good thing. Thank you guys. So, bear with me. Oh, have a good day, George. Thank you for hopping on. Daryl, gay, absolutely. Gabriel Bardick is a great source of information for reactors, too. Yes. Alexandre is Dimash. I don't know. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It has definitely been mentioned many times, and I have definitely um added it. Beth Hart and Joe Bonham as Maza. Gotcha, Daryl. Gay says, how about Jimmy Barnes featuring Joe doing Stone Cold? It's the blues, not metal. But a few people seem to be taking a look at him lately, and frankly, I can see why. Nice. I mean, I can add it to the list. Not sure. I am also, this is also one thing that I am making note. Um, I am trying to focus on uh, the reaction. Like people like Ren, Nightwish Army, Renegades, Angels, people who thoroughly, specifically enjoy reaction videos. Um, for the people that they know and love. Not to say that but like the big followings, honestly, because I had no intentions of having a big channel, and YouTube apparently loves this, and I'm not, I like in general, the engagement is amazing from all of you. And just YouTube in general is putting my stuff out there. So I want to make sure that what I react to gets out and continues it consistently. I think what I'll do on Wednesdays is do like Wildcard Wednesdays, where if I'm not sure how the following will be, um, and if I don't know them at all, or if it's like a friend, like, hey, this band, whatever. If it's a wild card, I'll do that. I'll do wild card Wednesdays, and then kind of like as the like experiment. All Star says polls is a good idea. Gay says anything with Beth Hart is bound to be good. This is noted. Thank you. Surin. Good afternoon from Frankfurt, Germany. Thanks for being here again. It's good to see you. World domination coming soon. The only thing that seems to be happening just lately is that Jap bands are getting copyright infringement. A lot of the warning reactors have had it, so be careful. Not heard of any copyright strikes yet, but Alexandre, Alex, I'm calling you Alex. I forgot. I have some passions. First and above all, Nightwish. After that, Dimash, Unleash the Archers, Pentatonics, and Home Free. Those are all on the list. They're absolutely amazing, but Nightwish takes the cake. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a few pentatonics soon. I don't think I've heard Home Free, so I look forward to that. Again, no idea when these things will happen, but um they're all, like I said, it's an epic list of suggestions. Unleash the Archers. Sorry, got quiet there. Alex says, "How is your reaction journey going? Are you enjoying the ride?" It is going so well. It's blowing my mind daily. I am thoroughly enjoying the ride. I get overwhelmed trying to figure out who and what I'm going to do next. And that's about the only complaint or challenge, I should say, I have. Epica? I want to say they're on my. If they're not on the list that I've written down, they have definitely been um, suggested. So I just wrote down. Alex says polls are the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I could talk like I mean it's basically market research, like it's like, hey, what do y'all want to see? Guarantee, you're getting people picking, and then then I can kind of go based on like give 4 options and then have them ranked, maybe like whoever has the most gets it first, gets a reaction first. Or if I can't decide on a Ren song, have a poll for which Ren song or which Angelina or which Nightwish. Although, like I said, with Nightwish, I know I'm just going to throw Vakken at the moment. I also, it was funny, I randomly did another Falling in Reverse reaction, I think last week, and it didn't get very many views. And I know that there's a big following of for reactions on that, but I wonder if it's just timing. So that's another, again, polls, I think in general. Which song poll is a good way to go? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Which artist song? Artist song. I got you. I got you, gay. Like I said, bear with me. The ADD brain is strong. So in regards to, I have a question for you guys, more of a question. Insomnia, Godforsaken? Insomnium, Godforsaken. Timo, hello? Did you say hello earlier? If not, hello. Thank you for being here. Insomnium, Godforsaken. Again, I'm just writing these things down. No idea. No idea. There were quite a few Falling in Reverse reactions around that time, and people may just have gotten a bit tired of them. Well, and right now they don't have anything new out. And I know there's got to be a new track coming with it, if not in February, by sometime in March. Because Last Resort was 6 or 7 months ago. Hello from Germany, Timo says, North Coast. Thanks for being here. You'll pull the heavier metal people in with that. Nice. I listen to it all, and honestly, I'm curious. I think I'll do a poll on this specifically. I want to do full on pop reactions. Um, I have a few videos right off the American, like American Top 40 type of stuff. Um, I have a few videos right off the top of my head that I know I want to do, and I'm curious as to what that'll be like. In regards to interaction, engagement, things. Ingo, hello from Germany too, Munster, Northwest Germany. Thank you for being here. Oh, so yeah, I'm thinking about doing pop. Like, honestly, one of the things that I'm first thinking of, and because there's this, I don't know if you guys, again, depending on what you listen to and what reaction videos you like, obviously, if you're not, if you have your favorite bands, you're going to watch those reactions regardless of probably who the reactor is, maybe. But there's a video editor. Like, I think he says like award-winning video editor, and I can't think of his actual name, and I've subscribed to him, and he's awesome. He has done some really cool, like, more top 40 pop star stuff, and he did a reaction to Taylor Swift's The Man, and which is one of my very favorite songs, and that video is amazing. And like, this is another thing, I'm going to do reaction videos to things that I know and love, but there will be more of a deep dive. So I think that they're going, and there people gave me crap one time, like one time, and I'm actually, I love the, like, not good feedback or the more critical feedback, because it's one, helpful, and two, I'm like, even if I don't want to go along with the feedback that people give me, I'm like, hey, thank you for your thoughts, and thank you for adding to the algorithm. Anyhow, there was a couple people dissing me for, like, the most recent Falling in Reverse. I knew the song, I knew the video, and I dug into it deep, and I introduced it as like, hey, I know this but well, and we're gonna, like, dig deep into it. I'm gonna do that with quite a few things. I just thought it was funny. They were like, this is not how it's done. Well, I understand that it might not be how others do it. And I'm not other people. And I'm not for everyone. Alex says, what type of music you actually listen to before your reaction journey? Because reacting can change your listening habits, I imagine. Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, I would have never known I would never listen to Ren. I would have never heard of Ren if it weren't for reaction videos. And I'd heard of him through reaction videos before um really starting the channel, but he was one of the first that I had already gotten into the rabbit hole and decided I wanted to do this. So, like, I saw like 2 seconds of charisma of him on charismatic voice, and I was like, nope, I am not going to watch this until I start doing reaction videos. That was yeah, for High Ren. And but I would have never known Ren if it weren't for the reaction video thing. Anyhow, what music do I listen to before? I mean, literally everything. I'm an audio engineer. I worked with so many different things. I am guilty pleasure. Love the pop. Like I'm obsessed with Katy Perry. It's just a reality. I enjoy Taylor Swift. When it comes to pop. So when I was a teen, and I still to this day am a forever fan of NSYNC. Like, it's just what it is. It is what it is. One time I went to a JT concert and left falling in love with Christina Aguilera. I mean, so there's this whole rabbit hole and whole section of my life that's like obsessed with this extremely poppy, like cheesy music. So there's part of that. Uh, there's also, I love Tool. I love so like there's the metal side of things, Tool, and then like Dream Theater and Periphery. Why am I having a blank? I have a freaking guitar. Mark Holcomb. Per, I'm forgetting the name. Anyhow, a lot of different Disturbed, Falling in Reverse, uh Breaking Benjamin, Lamb of God, God Forbid. Um I mean, the list of metal bands is insane. I mean, I went to Ozfest back in the day. That was a fun festival. I miss that. I haven't gone to a festival in a while, actually, a rock festival. Um, oh, and then there's like Journey, Aerosmith, Rush, and the more classic stuff, Boston, um, Brian Adams, Huey Lewis. Like, I mean, it's just like these are all very poppy. Maroon 5, or not poppy, but maybe top, like, top of the charts type people. At one point I was listening to a lot of Megan Trainor, but then I've got Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop. um I am very curious about NF, which will be very soon. I'll be reacting to NF. um I'm trying to think of, like, I mean, this is like an extremely small, like, what I'm naming right now is just off the cuff what I can think of. I listen to everything, and ska music, swing band music, jazz, classical. Like, genres don't yeah, don't exist for me. I mean, they exist, but I listen to all sorts of stuff. Oh, sorry, I thought you said pop for a moment. Hell yeah, I did. I'm way behind, I think, on my thing. Uh Nightwish, the greatest show on earth, live at Temper. Is that how you say it? The song name says it all. Yeah. Daryl, I think that on YouTube you might find pop isn't as popular as rock and metal. Spotify is more for pop. Right, yeah, I get that. And that's why I haven't done anything yet. I know that I've seen people do certain more poppy stuff and been successful. Uh Ingo, is that how you say? I'm gonna say IB for your name because that's just how because I don't know if I'm saying your name right, and it just makes my brain happy when I shorten names to something simple for me. Selfishly. So IB says, have you done or heard some Tool yet? I have grown up with Tool and I love them, and I've seen them twice and they're amazing. And Maynard, Yes, please. He's fantastic. Um, Gay says, don't you think Greatest Show on Earth and Poet and the Pendulum should wait a bit? They require some study, and especially with Poets, some knowledge of the band's history. I have actually read about that suggestion. That's why I didn't say Poet. Greatest Show on Earth doesn't need any research. I think Greatest Show on Earth and the Poet and the Pendulum are go to Nightwish songs to listen to before a bit before listen before a bit more diving into Nightwish story. I think I read that correctly. DJ says, oh, hi, DJ. People who succeed and create something special don't follow the crowd or do what everyone else does. Right. That makes sense because it's different. He says, if you want to catch all the little tidbits, Greatest Show on Earth does require some study, in my opinion, to get the science behind the song. IB says, can't go wrong with Tool. Well, you know what? I have a reaction to my favorite Tool song, Schism, and copyright would not let me do it. I didn't get like a strike, but it would not. There was no way that I could edit it. I tried many times to edit it in a way that it would let me freaking post the video, and it did not happen. So it will actually eventually be uploaded to Patreon as an exclusive on Patreon because, and now I think that the fix to that is probably to do reactions to the lyric videos, if I'm correct, because I did the official video of Schism and it just was not letting me. IB says, I did an interview with Ozzy years ago. It was very funny. I still get Christmas messages from him. What? Who? Where? How do you have an interview with Ozzy? Where are you from? What do you, well, not where are you from? Like, what do you do that you got to have an interview with Ozzy? That's awesome. I freaking love Ozzy. Alex, amazing. You're absolutely eclectic. You would probably love to watch Floor, Nightwish singer, covering songs like Let It Go, Shallow, and other great songs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lady Gaga is a wacky one. That's really pop. I that was again ADD connection because of Shallow. Yeah, Gay says you have a good point, DJ. I agree. Jax, Lamb of God is cool. Never seen it before. Now, thanks. Jax, you never seen Lamb of God? I've seen Lamb of God live. I don't know how many times because they came to like venues where I live many times when I was in college. Like they were like I feel like they were on like every other tour that we ended up seeing or whatever. I mean, between God Forbid and Lamb of God. God Forbid is so fun. Such a fun band to watch. Really cool energy exchange with them. Oh, and then Eve 6, Foo Fighters. Um I seen both of them live. Um like so that realm of music. I used to listen to Good Charlotte all the time. Oh, I listen back to that. I'm like, it was a time. It was a time in my life. Star says, have you done any of Ren's busking videos yet? I have not, and those are coming up soon. Genres don't matter. Good music is good music, period. Yes. IB says, Henk Port. Gay. We can't forget Marco's stuff. Yes. I know I need to check out Marco's stuff. I'm on it. I mean, well, it's on the list. And the big push is on the list as well. Gay says, of course, we haven't hit any of Marco on Nightwish here yet, so he's totally unfamiliar. I mean, I know that I've heard of him, so I'm excited to check it out. Again, it's just such a wild ride of figuring out what to do when, and like you said, the answer to that, I think it's to be more polls more often. I say more. I haven't even done a poll yet, but overall. Alexander says the Islander, well, my lips are still red. High hopes. Run. The list goes on and on. I'll watch Marco with Tara in March here in Rio, Brazil. Oh, wow. IB says Germany. I wrote. Okay, so you're from Germany. I wrote for a music magazine, Internet, years ago. Had interviews with Ozzy, Lemmy, ACD. That is so fun. I am behind, I feel like. What music? Okay, it says, oh, I'm green with envy. Alexandre. Or, I doubt if he will ever hit the US, so I'm looking for a non festival show in Europe to go see him. Maybe says Robert Smith from The Cure was funny too. Hard to do the translation because he speaks so quietly and has a very sick accent. Thick. You mean, yes. I actually read it as it was typed. That's funny. Floor did Phantom of the Opera with Hank Port on Besties Zangers. Best Zangers, Dutch TV show. Amazing stuff. Daryl says, Ingo, he sure does. The thick accent. Um, Bear with me. I'm looking up something kind of off subject, but okay, never mind. Okay, I'm done. I just needed to check something. Is it best or bestie? Best Zangers? I'll have to check that out. I've also been suggested, I think maybe even it was talked about here before, I don't know, but to check out her solo or her YouTube channel specifically. I think someone talked about that, like where she does covers of pop songs. I look forward to checking that out for sure. Best singers. Ah, that makes sense. All right, Daryl, enjoy the food. Have a good evening. Thank you for being here. May, as in May versus March. Is that what you mean, Alex? Sorry, ADD big time. I might have to stop. I might have to cut myself off in about 20 minutes. Cuz I do cuz I had such a late start to the studio. Dave, what's up? Laura's YouTube channel is a delight. She did some covers at home during lockdown, and there's some more domestic stuff. Cool. IB says, with Lemmy, I actually sat down in the Rainbow in LA when I visited the States. He was so nice and down to earth. Motherfucking rock star, but he always had the time for fans to talk. That's so cool. Jax, well, looks like you can see me again. Try the band Raw. It's my favorite. It was not on your list. Raw? Noted. Uh, did I miss you earlier, Jax? I'm sorry. Let's see. Uh, hmm, hmm, hmm. Thank you for being here to anyone who is here and like watching me awkwardly not know what to say for the time being. It's been one of those days. It was just kid was 2 hours late to school and my head is all over the place. So, and I still have work to do that I would normally do before picking up the kiddo. And normally I would stay on here until 2, but gotta get other work done. Ron, what's up? Thank you so much for reacting to Angelina Jordan. All her angels appreciate your wonderful channel. You are so much appreciated. Keep posting, my friend. Much love from Canada. Thank you, Ron. I love AJ. She's awesome. She's freaking out of this world. So I've got like 15 minutes. Do you have any questions for me that are random? Like just life questions? That are acceptable, like to talk. Because I always get the music question, obviously, because I react to music. Um, yeah, ask. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? I'd like to say ask me anything, but I feel like that just could get people in trouble. So Alex says, I gotta go. Hope you have a very protective time and an amazing day ahead of you. All right. Love from Brazil. Bye bye. Thank you for being here. I always appreciate it. But yeah, since I can't think of anything to say, throw out a random question and I'll answer it. Ivy says, where are you from? New to your channel, discovered you through Nightwish reactions a few days ago. Awesome. Well, I am in Ohio, US, Central Ohio. Ron, favorite comfort food. Ooh, it depends on my mood. But like the first thing that comes to mind, this sounds probably silly, but Chipotle burrito, man. Chipotle burrito. And I get with like extra white rice, fajita, tiny bit of steak, and they look at me funny because I'm like, I don't want a ton of steak. I want the taste, but I don't want a ton of the steak. And then I get tomatoes. I get a little bit of hot sauce, cheese, and lettuce. And that right. If I'm having a bad day, I go to Chipotle and sit solo and eat at the plate. It's a weird thing. Pasta can be a go-to as well for comfort food. Jax, why do I have so many mics set up? Do I do a group show? So I do not run my own podcast. I have these mics behind me because this is where I have my clients. Oh yeah, so that's the mix board I use for my recording podcast clients, and then I have four set up in case people have guests. Like, so I have one show that has two hosts, so they need at least three when they have guests on. Um, but yeah, I set it up for four just in case, and I have had recording sessions where we have all mics taken up. Um, but so what it is, I'm a audio engineer, and I currently specialize in podcast production, recording, and editing. So this is all for anyone who comes in the studio to either record podcast, audiobook, um, voiceover for like e-learning and things like that. That's what I usually focus on. Um, Jack, or are you sharing the room? Sorry if that's a dumb question. Not dumb question at all. I forget that people don't. I forget that people don't know what exactly I do. That is cool. Thank you. I think so too. It's really cool in that like I created my job. Like I created my job description. I mean, granted, yes, there are plenty of people who do what I do, producing, recording, editing podcasts. But like I said, I want to do this, and it came. It happened. Now it took me a long time to get here. I went to school in I was in college from 2004 to 2008. Well, through 2000, I graduated end of 2008 and went for music technology and media production. And then for 8 years worked in an office job, but kept in the industry via random live audio gigs until I decided to. I started doing voiceover myself, then and then narrating audiobooks, producing, editing, and then I decided I want to bring on people who wanted to do podcasts and needed help. Okay, I actually have to do some baking chocolate chip cookies for the little kids next door. This was very enjoyable. Thank you. Well, thank you for being here as per always. I love it. You're one of my biggest supporters, and I appreciate you. Um, and chocolate chip cookies are the best. Those are. I don't eat. This is a fun fact. I don't eat very many treats or sweet things, desserts or whatever. Chocolate chip cookies are my favorite. But I'm also really picky about them. And my favorite are my mom's that she makes, which is the recipe that comes from, I don't even know if Crisco is anywhere other than America, but Crisco has a chocolate chip cookie recipe that's amazing. Jack said, I only did 1 year of higher schooling. It was hard to turn down the job over sitting in a class. Oh God. You say that, Jax. it was so, especially once I started really getting into hands-on stuff with what I was learning, it was so it was a challenge to stay in school um because I wanted to dig in. So I get that. And with in my field, you don't have to go to school. And at the same time, I attribute my success and where I am now to the fact that I would not be where I am now without the network, the friendships, the relationships, the mentorships, the business relationships that I have curated from the people that I met in school, in the industry. But I feel you. I was really honestly like I'm a very different human now than what I was when I was in college. And had I known myself a little better, I would have gone specifically to the trade school, which is part of what I. So, part of my degree, we went to this little school in Ohio, in Chillicothe, which is just a tiny town in the middle of the woods. Let's say, not say it used to be the capital, but um, that was a long time ago. Anyhow, recording workshop in Chillicothe, Ohio, where people literally come from around the world to live in little cabins in the middle of the woods in Ohio to learn how to be an audio engineer. And had I known better or known myself better, I would have just gone straight there and done that, because most of my connections, most of my mentorships, business partners, whatever, have come from that experience specifically. IB says, I own a car garage where people can rent spots to fix their cars on their own or help with from me, and to mechanics that work for me. That's awesome. Yeah, I could totally rent this out to have other people work on it too. Work in it too. I probably should do that. Y'all, the last 2 months in the business have been rough because people take breaks in December. And then there were a couple of people that took break in December and that decided not to come back after. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was racing driver and mechanic in the 90s. Always loved music, and the job for the magazine was great to meet people. That is so cool. Meet. What kind of racing? My dad worked for retired from Hewlett Packard, and he would go to races a lot because he was the like technical whatever, I don't know what he would be called, but he would make sure that like the computers and servers for the teams were up and running and working and all the things. And he would, and that was Formula 1, I want to say. That he worked he would go to those races all the time because he was part of the local driver, Team Rahal. I think that was Formula 1. Something close to it, if not. Um, Mini Cup Series GT4 and GT3. Okay, okay. My brain had to process. Yeah, that was a cool experience. I mean, it's funny because he worked for Hewlett Packard, like but he ended up getting this, what, being uh the guy they ended up using from Hewlett Packard to uh Yeah, to help with the computer stuff. I don't know exactly what he did, but it was a cool experience. Sports cars, yep. Yeah, it just my brain I just had to process. All right. I'm going to wrap up soon. Any other random question? I'll take like I can only answer one more random question. And then I have to be a responsible adult and get work done before I pick up my kid. Hashtag adulting. Unfortunate. Otherwise, I'll just awkwardly sit here saying nothing. Greatest meet I had when racing was meeting Nikki Lauda in an event at Nürburgring. I don't know how to say that. Don't know if you know the name, but he is an icon. I don't recognize the name, but that's not because I just didn't follow that kind of racing. DSGP must remember only very, very few from recording arts schools ever get into the business. To the school's credit, they do tell you that fact. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They don't bullshit. When I went to, I mean, both my degree at the university I went, the music tech degree, music and media production degree, they were very clear. 70, 80, 90% of you will not be in the industry. Good luck. It's not easy. Recording workshop, where I went as part of the degree. Massively known recording school. My roommates, when I was a student, we had 60 people, 3 girls. And so the 3 of us lived in one house. And one was from Alaska, one was from Hawaii. But like there have been people who come from all over Australia and stuff like that. Anyhow, Jax, you talked about how you knew yourself and how you changed from when you were in school. Question was it an understanding, or do you really think you have changed? That's a very good question. Sometimes I wonder if I have ever really changed. Um, Jax, I would say I've always been this. I've always been me. Like what you see today, my attitude, my no bullshit stuff. I've always been this. I just stuffed it down. But I didn't know. I didn't know. I've always been this person. I just was told otherwise. So I listened to what other people, yeah. I only knew what was expected of me, not who I actually am. Ooh, I mean, maybe check the movie Rush with Chris Hemsworth. It's about Lana and James Hunt. Great movie. I will. I don't. I know that, but I don't think I ever saw it. Jack, so I control myself more? No. Well, I mean, okay, okay. I control. Yes, yes. I control. I'm sorry. I control myself more. I am me. I don't mask. I don't pretend to be someone else. And I didn't realize I was doing this when I was younger. Um, I have control of me, not everyone else. Yes, that is correct. And why I said no to the control myself more is I don't hold back. I don't hold back who I actually am. Because now I know. I really just did not know me until probably about a year ago. He says people often complain that I'm too honest sometimes. LOL. Yeah, my kid, dude, this sounds awful, but it's not. He's on the spectrum and he's got ADHD from me. Um, and dude can be an asshole sometimes. But it's because he doesn't. There's no. He is not capable of like. He just says what he thinks, because he's like, why lie? He's 12. He's learning. We're getting through stuff. Jax, you have a wonderful smile when you meet it. Okay, now you get to see me be shy. Thank you. George, so we can learn and perhaps control ourselves a bit better. I don't think we change. Yeah. I learned who I have learned who I am. That is so true. I did not change. I just really had no idea. Rent at 60 years old, I just 2 years ago figured out that I am oh I'm not sure what that means. Daryl, that's the best way to be. It's all too easy not to be yourself and pander to other people's desires. It's no good. All you will do is get hacked off and frustrated with life. Yep. Asperger's. Okay. That's what I thought, but I didn't want to assume. Yeah. Yeah. My kiddo and people have issues with this and they can have issues with this. He has been evaluated 3 times and still has not been medically diagnosed. However, he is in our school system's autistic unit because they evaluated him at school. And are like, yes, he this is who he is. And he is, I mean, he's freaking genius. He just has challenges. And we don't let it like define him. But I have 0 issues him knowing like, hey, we need to work on these things. Yeah. Figuring it out answered so much for me. I'm sure it did. And I'm so glad that people nowadays know what it exists. He has so much support. And sometimes like you wonder, is it too much support? I really don't think so. I think it depends on how you go about it. Like you can't let them feel, there's a word, gosh, I forget. But point is, I'm grateful for the support that we have. Because he's extremely what they call high functioning. Some of these terms they have for it is just, you know, he's extremely verbal. He communicates. He does all the things, and one of the main reasons he was not actually diagnosed with autism was because he could communicate and at times look you in the eyes. But and then the language they have around it blows my mind. But then they were like, yeah, there's other red flags. Red flags. Dude, this is just how his brain works. Let's not have language that says that. Markers or something, not freaking red flags. Okay. Sorry. DSGP, there is being honest and truthful, and then there's being rude and unkind. Yes. Yes, and we're working on the difference. Like, dude, you don't have to agree with this, but you need to learn how to be respectful. Rent, I am high functioning, yes. And I don't have an issue saying high functioning because it's true. I also just at the same time, like, how much would it suck to have a kid or be someone that's low functioning? You know? Like, what the. But yes, like, anyhow. I like how I was going to get off, and now I'm like, no, I don't want to. This is also why I work for myself. Because. Yeah, me and a corporate job. I mean, no one ever fired me. But I think now that I've worked on my own myself, I would never be able to work for someone else. So IB says, true, I never be rude, but when I don't like someone or someone's attitude, they will know. And that's, I love this. My one friend, she's a trauma, she's a nurse, PhD. She has a PhD. She talks about trauma and like being trauma informed, and she teaches people how to be trauma informed. And one of the things she talks about is she's like, I am not nice, I am kind. Which is that thing of like, if I don't like something, you're gonna know about it, but I'm gonna be kind about it. But it's gonna be very obvious that I disagree. George, the school system considers my grandson possibly on the spectrum because he's nonverbal, but he's nonverbal because he was 4 months premature. He's really very smart and capable. Yeah, and I think one thing to understand, and I think that's hard for people to grasp, is I remember when my son was younger, and he has a lot of stimming things is what they call, like, so he would go in circles a lot, he would flail his arms a lot, he would he hums still to this day a lot, chews on his shirt, like, he has a lot of stimming things, but it was like extreme when he was a kid. And I remember my husband's grandparents were like, he's just a boy. And even my mom-in-law was like, I don't think he's on the spectrum. And the thing is there's differences. Some people are, some people aren't. He has a lot of sensory issues. Like, he only wears certain type of socks. Like, I mean, it's just and we had to figure that out. Right, our brains are wired differently. Yep, and they're wired in really cool ways. Like, my son is freaking awesome with the way his brain thinks. Dude is going to be a mechanical engineer, I have no doubt. And it's really hard to figure some things out in regards to how to function in certain ways. Jax, I can't say when, but I think it's when Starlink can support all of them. What did I miss? I don't know what that means. IB school system always have difficulties dealing with individuals that doesn't fit in where they should in their opinion. Especially when me and any generation before me But now, right now, it's very different. I would have been diagnosed with ADHD as a kid. And but I'm glad I wasn't because I would not want to be on Ritalin. I'll say that. But I wasn't diagnosed until I was 36 or 4. No, 34. And the reason I was diagnosed was because my son was in therapy. I was seeing connections between issues, like challenges both of us had. I've always like jokingly said ADD, whatever. Well, no, and running a business on my own, I was like, I have to have a therapist to help figure out how I can focus better. Within 30 minutes of my first session with her, she's like, yes, you have ADHD and attentive type. Let's get strategies, and we can help you with medicine if you want. And I've been in therapy for 4 years, and it's been amazing. And I do take my meds now. I found a medicine that's fantastic for me. George, the school has my grandson in deaf and hard of hearing programs because that's the only way they can understand him when he uses ASL. I mean, that's interesting. And at least they're working on ways to be able to communicate with him. That is kind of cool, actually. Odd, but cool. I mean, they're finding a way. DJ, born dyslexic here, took 8 years to achieve a, a minimal reading level to integrate into standard English classes. My brain was changed over the years. I no longer experience letter reversals or word confusion. Well, that's kind of cool. You got rewired a little bit, which can happen. Obviously, you're proof of that. He's clearly not deaf or hard of hearing. I understand that, yes. But I guess it's if the only way he's can be communicated with. Daryl, my brain is wired wrong. It thinks I've hurt myself, so it causes pain. As it isn't sure where it causes it. Everywhere. It's called fibromyalgia. Yes. Not one of the most intense autoimmune. I have vitiligo, which is like the easiest autoimmune, the most chill autoimmune disorder. But yeah, I have like a lot of pigment loss, but not nearly as much. I've had it since I was like 4. So like for my age, it's been very slow process. Um, and you can't really tell. It's not like super noticeable. So my autoimmune is super simple. It does not affect me in any way. I do have thyroid issues, but that's different. My son, however, poor dude, he has alopecia. Hasn't had a head of hair since he was 3.5. And he had hair like me. He had a lot of hair before. IB says, well done. First step in solving an issue is realizing there is one. Jax, well, what is best you can do? You won't want to do it. Is to give it to yourself the idea that if you're at work, this is what matters. I think I'm lost on you, Jax, because I'm ADD. George, public schools are better at serving the middle 80% typical students. I'm really impressed and very glad that my public school system, the particular district I'm in, is extremely helpful. And I'm lucky. Like I know that it's not like that. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, Jax. But I feel like you should be proud of yourself and your family, how you deal with things. That's what I think. Well done. Yeah, I lost him too. But I think I have an idea, but I'm not sure. Ugh. And it's eight. I gotta go, you guys. And this was a good conversation. I gotta go be responsible. I will be doing another live soon. I will be doing another live this week. And Jax, because I will be getting off of here. Uh, like, write a comment. After I leave on the regular comments and have us updated. I says, see you soon. Be responsible. George, gotta run again. Thanks for the chat. Bye. Daryl, what you're doing could be thought to be spamming. This is true. Because we're not sure exactly what you're talking about. Anyhow, watch the stream again. I have see what you got stuck in your thoughts, and it looks like wait. Watch the stream again. I have seen you get stuck in your thoughts, or it looks like it. From my side. Uh, I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think I understand what you're saying, but I don't know. I definitely have to rewatch. All right. I gotta go. Thank you all. I appreciate all of you who are on here live, who have been on here live, who see me, who watch this later, which anyone who watches this not live, that's fantastic and I can't fathom. So, thank you, Jax, for letting me know what and yes, you have a great day as well. I gotta go, and I will talk to y'all very soon.